Monkey's Toy Auction. Have we got a show for you tonight? I've dressed up smart today, got my best jacket on. Let's bring the main man in. Here he comes, here he comes, here he comes. Good evening, Mr. Vic. How are you?
Hey, how you doing, sir? You all right?
I'm excited about tonight. I'm excited.
We've had a better week of rugby this week, both our teams, so I'm happy about that.
That's a good start.
It's me and you, what, next week? Or is it the week after? I think it's a break, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
Now, Ed, tonight, it's like we rolled out the red carpet tonight, don't we?
No, I know. The paparazzi should be here. You know,
I'm looking forward to this one. I'm looking forward to this one. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome. He's a producer. He's a YouTuber. He's a music producer. My God, he's probably a porn star. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Theo Cave.
I can't help thinking that you're taking piss all about paparazzi and red carpets, etc.
Dude.
Vomit on the carpet, cigarettes mashed up into it. How's that? You know.
Dude, can we swear on this show? I need to know if I can swear or if I need to be reserved. How does it go down on here? I forgot to say.
We tried to be reserved.
Okay, I can be reserved. I was a school teacher. I'm fine. I can not swear if we're not allowed to swear.
Were you a school teacher?
I taught media 2 days a week at a college, so not school, and then I helped as a supply teacher in schools. But I can not swear, basically. I can be professional when I need to.
Professional, right?
My mum will be in a minute, and she'll be like, "Hello, how is everybody?"
Okay, best behaviour.
Well, we see. Right, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know Theo, he is a legend, and tonight we will be asking him lots of stuff. We'll also be doing an auction in the background. Let's go for the first auction. Then we're going to do the comments because there's loads of people in, and then we're going to ask you some questions, and this is going to be rocking. 1 hour, done. We're going to nail this thing.
Yeah.
Ready.
Where we start?
Go first, then, Rick?
All right, then I'll start off with the Hogwarts Express. So.
The
actual Hogwarts Express.
I'm bad as last week we saw when it comes to Harry Potter. But look, it's nearly built. There is a bag of bricks that come with it, the instructions, and all the minifigures. Now, I'll be honest with you, people. This wasn't me that built it. When I picked it up, it was like this. They also gave me a bag full of bricks, which I believe is King's Cross Station. It also comes with the original instructions. You get another carriage, which is nice and built. 2 little trolleys, one with a mouse on. Oh, I'm not very good at this business. Look, there you go. Ratty on there. So, and this one, which I think is a food trolley. You get this Lego woman. Possibly Hermione. I'm not sure though. I'm pretty sure this is Ron.
I'm saying that's Hermione, and I'm saying that's Ron.
Yeah. This is the one well, there's a couple I don't know. This geezer, I don't know who he is. Maybe someone in the comments, but he's a part of the set.
The wolfy person.
Yeah.
The werewolf.
He's got
Ron Cheney.
I love the facial hair on him anyway. I think the facial hair's great. You could make your own Peaky Blinders set with this guy.
Yeah, just with that.
That's what I'll be doing. Don't worry about Harry Potter. With Peaky Blinders Lego. Bright ideas. Get on it, Lego.
You can tell him it's anything because it's just a bag of smashed up Lego. So you can tell him he's out in that bag.
We got this one here. I don't know who she is. She's got grey hair. She could be one of the Golden Girls, but no, she's from this set. So yeah, you get her. You get this guy. He looks like death. He's on a cool little stand. That's like invisible. Ah, there you go.
Is that what it is? Is it a Dementor or is it Voldemort? I've only watched 4 of those movies. They all blurred into one.
Voldemort's got a bald head, hasn't he? And there he is himself, Harry Potter.
Main man.
Yeah, there you go. Sarah's on it. So,
Harry Potter.
Yeah, little minifigures are present. You also get lots of little suitcases. Very small.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this one comes with baggage.
It does come with baggage.
As all good things do.
Or in the bag. I haven't sorted through the bag. There is a bag and there is King's Cross written there. When I picked it up, and I should have really checked it. So, but it looks a good nick. You know, it looks in good condition. The train seems like it's there, and all the people are there. So I assume it should be there. Lay off and running.
Yeah, I'm gonna put. Let me do this. Let me do this. Let me do this. And then quickly, so a few people in tonight. So we've got Peter's in.
Hey, how you doing, Pete? Good to see you again, mate. Tony, you've been out shopping today in Kempton. Michael, how you doing, mate?
You're able. In the side, just comment in the comments where you bid. Watch what the auctioneer tells you to do. Don't piss her off. Pardon the French. Sorry. Mansan, good evening. Daniel.
And I've got something to show you while I'm on camera. Sue, how you doing? Gary.
Evening all for tonight. Yes, we are.
It's Kebab. He's in the house. Evening, Sarah. Aaron.
I'm flying.
Scott's in the house. Hopefully, he got his parcel the other week.
Good evening, Kate. Good evening, Brad. Good evening,
Brad and the Little Warriors Foundation went well today.
Oh, wicked, yes.
People made donations.
I'm sorry I've run through all those people saying hello, but I think they're going to ask loads of stuff tonight, so I'm not worried. So, first of all, first question of the show, we got to start here. Theo, do you like Lego?
I mean, who don't like Lego? I always say it's that toy that, like, no matter who you are, if there's a box of Lego next to you and you sat next to it, you'll start picking it up and clicking it together, and you built a car, then you put wings on it, and it's a universal thing, isn't it? Everyone likes Lego. It's not something I'm a big collector of myself or anything, but I appreciate Lego, and that's worth £6 at anyone's money.
I love him. I love him already.
But no, it's good.
So
go on.
You said. Before I go any further, right, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how much you know about him. This man's a legend. Go to his YouTube channel, which will flash up every so often on the bottom. You'll be able to see that. I watched his Japan trip. So he goes to Japan and he buys all his toys. Dude, it's brilliant.
It's jaw-dropping. Some of the stuff
you make it sound like I do that every week, which I wish I did, but
I did so good. So good, man.
Thank you.
And it's the way it's made without. What's it like doing that type of thing? You know, going abroad, buying a load of stuff, shooting a nice little video, which looks complicated as hell because it wasn't like, tell me.
Yeah. I mean, those kind of things that when you get there, it's hard enough, like trying to find these places and concentrate on what you're looking at and trying to get a good deal. So trying to film it at the same time. And then trying to get good coverage. Like sometimes these shops, I would go in and I would buy something, and then I'd have to go in after with my camera and get on my B-roll and stuff like that. And I just filmed it. Like I just filmed somewhere. I can't say where it was, but I'm filming again in Scotland this week, and it's an exhibition. And I know that I'm going to have to go in, pay for the exhibition, go around it, and then pay for it again to go in to get my B-roll because I'm like a one-man crew a lot of the time. So it is complex.
Exhibition. I know the one you're talking about. I know Tom went there as well.
Yeah. That's the Harryhausen exhibition in Scotland. I'm off to see that this week before it ends.
Nice.
And I'm going to film that. But I know I'm going to have to pay twice because I'm going to go through, film it, and come out and be like, oh, I need more coverage and pay to go in again.
Oh, dude, I love the way you film stuff. It's great. And it's like...
Thank you.
Yeah. And then I watched another one we watched today because we obviously have to do a check-in. I want to I love your work. It's so good. Vic's always bang on about him going, have you seen his newest t-shirt? And you've got all these really cool t-shirts as well, man.
I'm always on something. Yeah, I'm always at it. I can't sleep if I don't think I've done something that day that's worth being alive for. So I always have to be bringing out something or working on something, whether it's a film or a t-shirt or YouTube, whatever. I'm just an unsettled guy. I need to be doing something. I've got bad ADHD and I have to channel it into things that's productive.
It's all positive. It's all positive that comes out of that channel. And I mean,
gotta be positive. Yeah, I delete comments where dickheads write things like, I like to keep everything positive. It's a positive place. I'm not into politics. I'm not into bad vibes and bullshit. I like good vibes, cool stuff, and let's all just have a good time and do fun stuff. There's enough shit in the world. So yeah, I like to keep my place positive. Everything I do, I like to be positive. Look at us getting really deep really early.
Nah. Selling Lego here. Hopefully the patrons are on it. I've got a feeling that this was, just to put it in, this is a Wizarding World one. I don't know if that was a general release or just one set that was available at the Watford. I could be talking absolute popo. But I just noticed that. Let me know if you know any different.
They are they're doing the bids. I think
that's good. Have you anyway?
Theo,
have you seen any of Theo's work that he's done, like the commissions he's done, like the stuff he done for Nima?
Well, I was going to ask him about that next bit. To keep stealing all my questions.
We don't have a proper script, as you can tell, Theo. We just go in and
it's all
chat.
good. Just roll with it. Yeah. It's nice. I like it.
So, but yeah, the Nima stuff, like the artwork, it's worth buying the toys just for the artwork. It's amazing stuff, man.
Well, I don't do all their artwork. Like, I have a particular style. You'll probably know if it's my artwork or not mine, but I do a lot for them. I'm a illustrator full time. That's like my full time hustle is what I do, and then a bit of editing and filming when things aren't locked down and you can actually film events and things. But yeah, I'm always drawing. That's all I've I worked many years to make drawing like my full time hustle. So I do that a lot. A lot of stuff that I don't post because a lot of it's like not relevant to my brand. But then every now and again I'll do some cool toy stuff or t-shirts for something that's relevant and that gets posted. Yeah, and do a lot for myself as well. Yeah.
Love it. I'm not saying anything about the bid. It's not too bad, actually. I mean,
well, let's talk about his toy habit because he's got a toy habit. Like, you know,
Well, you want me to bid on it?
No. I want. No.
What?
What you say? Theo's got a toy habit. He'll bid on it.
No. I'm just jealous that you got that.
Put it in like Godzilla's mouth or something. That's what I'd use it for.
That was I was supposed to present this today, but you got me such a twist because he said, "Where's the red carpet?" I was actually going to start off with like the King of the Monsters.
There we go.
Okay, are you ready?
You're gonna do a robbery.
And so, for £26 to Mason.
Oh, beautiful. Nice one.
Hopefully, it won't take a week and a half to get 3 miles. The Royal Mail. I don't know what to say, Angel. So we had a problem the other week. It didn't turn up for a while. I would have been better off walking it there. So anyway, I'm glad medicine's got. She's on a Lego tip. She went to the Lego show. Madison did. She got some amazing pieces.
They have a Lego show now, but that's awesome.
Yeah, Lego show. I didn't know about it. She didn't tell me personally. I saw it on her YouTube, on her Insta, and I was like, oh wow. Something else.
I think buying someone like a set of Lego as a present or something, like you couldn't think of like a cooler gift to get someone. Like I don't particularly collect Lego, but if someone got me like a Mandalorian Lego set and I put his ship together or something, the Razor Crest, I'd be like, that's the dopest gift. Thank you. Like I'm gonna have a good few hours just enjoying my time doing that.
Yeah, I mean,
Lego set.
Good for Christmas. Good, like I say, when we got kids, I like to we Lego sets together. But
yeah, my godkids are hard into Lego. Yeah.
Some of my best friends. Sorry, carry on. Let's get on with the show. We're chatting too much.
We still have the stale stuff as well.
Yeah. I don't want to keep talking and butting in and ruining the selling.
You're all right. We want you to. You were the one we want to.
The flow up. Well, I wanted to ask you something, Monkey.
Yeah, Farag.
I've heard on the grapevine that you play a bit of D&D, and that's something I've recently like been getting into a little bit.
Oh, dude. I love.
Is that a secret, or can we chat about that?
Dude, I do as much as I can of it, and it's good for my brain because it's complete escapism.
Yeah.
Like when you do your whatever your project you were working on, it's like wholesome and good for your brain. And I think this stuff. I know it's difficult doing the 9 to 5 thing. For me, I would find it a nightmare. Juggling things around and working on lots of different things allows me. I love it, and I see I think that's why you've got such a good approach to people in a way. You're just a nice, happy guy who just gets on with really cool stuff from what we can see, which I want to show him the advert. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get this one done so I can show the film advert. This guy's
okay. Film. Let's look at the bedspread.
Right. Bedspread. Email bedspread.
Other way.
Duvet cover.
That way.
Inside out or something.
Or is it inside out?
No, it's faded a bit.
Oh, okay.
I think. Yeah, it's faded a bit.
It's your lights. That's what it is. Too dark there. But you do live up north, don't you? So I know it's hard.
Michael Myers cosplay.
You know that.
Yeah, so it's a nice double duvet. It's vintage. It's Mattel. It's got
double. Oh yeah, nice.
Is it a double? I can't tell.
They're usually single.
Oh, I don't know. It's quite.
It's a weird size.
See, yeah, I've got a lot of them in storage because they're not doubles. If they were doubles, they'd be on my bed, and I put them in a cupboard because they're not. But that does look pretty big. I suppose it's hard to say. I don't know how big you are, Monkey. I've never seen you in real life. You might be tiny.
I think that's. I'm not getting political, but I know on the continent they have slightly different sized duvets, and possibly that could be a continental sized one.
Ooh, a continental.
I have to say continental because I couldn't tell you what year or what country. Yeah,
we got them all there. Look, Evil Lynn, Trap Joe, they're all there. Skeletor.
It's a really good thing. Let me put the share screen up 1 minute. Hang on now.
This is a one because of the size. You can fit a whole monkey in it.
I wish. Never. How do I do that? I do it like that. Yes, there we are. Theo in the middle, me at the bottom.
See, what I'm not getting is why it's like is it supposed to be masters like wrapped round it, or is it being folded wrong?
It's because it's weird. That's what I'm saying. Let me see if I can show you, and then we'll get on with this thing. Like you could unstitch it all the way around, and it's like a double-sided print. There's 2 different sides just wrapped around.
Do you reckon material and someone's homemade a quilt set?
I don't know. It don't think so because I think you distracted me. I was going to show you the film. Hang on, let me have a look.
Well, I think it adds a lot of character to it. It's a bit different. It's a bit weird. It's not your average quilt cover. Might be a cheeky knockoff. Might be a custom. Either way, it's worth $4.99 of anyone's money. So when it bids that.
No, I can't find the label, but it looks packed to me. It looks so good to me, I think.
But I don't know, you know, because obviously there was material shops in the day. I don't know. Maybe they knocked up their own ones.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. This one's made by Glennis.
Closing down.
This one's made by Glennis, and Auntie Wynn chipped in on the fabric.
Because you got more fabric. You get a bigger set.
Yeah. So Theo, when you were a kid, what was on your bedspread?
And he's from the Shire.
I've still got them. I got the Transformers Gen 1 with the gold Megatron with the swirls when it was like the comic book artwork. Yeah, I was. I've still got them. I've got them now. Like when people stay over, which is all the time, they're always on the bed. They're always on my sofa with an Ewok blanket. The Star Wars blanket, He-Man, all that stuff. So I've got lots of them. I got lots years ago. I got a lot of them brand new in the packets, Brave Star and stuff. So
Nice.
yeah, I like that stuff. Not that I'd ever have anything to do with them. They don't fit on my bed, and people stay over and they have them, and I wash them and circulate them. But they're just nice pieces. There's always something you'll be able to do with it.
Yeah, man. Somebody gets drunk at your house, they stay over, you sleep on the sofa, have an E-Man cover, make it feel safe.
Man, I chuck it over the back of my sofa as a throw sometimes. You can turn them into curtains or anything, especially the ones that's like the all over print. Like there's lots of stuff you can do with them.
Yeah.
The Transformers, and a buddy of mine who's down in Devon, he picked up the G1 curtains the other day. You know.
Oh really? Yeah.
The proper curtains, you know, ones. They're like 80s thick.
Yeah, they're mint. You get them. You get the lampshade cover. It was like the whole bedroom setup you used to get back in the day.
£4 for them in a charity shop. Lucky sod. So
yeah,
he's
always looking the linen.
Yeah, he asked me what they're worth, but I ain't got a clue because none sold recently. It's
got to be worth more than $4.99.
So this is I want to bid on this. I'm not allowed, but I want to. Because I'm annoyed. Kenan, who should be watching, I don't know if he said hello, but Kenan got this when we was at Comic Con. He sold it recently.
That's the thing that we use them for. When you do a toy fair, you put one of them down on the table to make it all look nice.
I always use them, mate. I haven't got a He-Man one. I've got the Star Wars ones, like Empire and Jedi and Star Wars.
Yeah.
I've got
perfect table cover.
One of my favourites is Action Man, but it's not to everyone's taste. So I just remember it when I was a kid because I had that as well. I was quite, at the time, my family, obviously, I'm a barrow boy and they've got market stalls. We'd recently changed, because my granddad died this was when I was about 4. They changed the license. We went from a florist to selling bed linen and towels. So it was pucker, like 86. I used to go to the warehouse with my family to buy the stock, and I'd always come out with a new bed set. So I was a sport little git for it. I had all these.
You must know everything about this. Then you should be able to tell us the fiber count, everything.
Oh yeah, of course.
and if it's pucker or not.
When I was down there to earn my little pennies, I used to go around and sweep up and things like that. I wasn't selling the bed linen. If you found me on our stall, I'd probably be asleep under the stall. There was like a little bit in between the top of the stall and the bottom. I used to slip in there and have a little kip. I used to go around to all the stallholders, asking them for, to sweep up their area, try and get 50p for me Percy Ingalls.
Well, now I feel educated by how it all started for Vic. Mr. Theo, this passion you have for pop culture obviously stems from childhood, as it does for all of us, but was there much of a gap? Did you ever really stop collecting, or is it just something you've always kind of done?
Yeah, I've never stopped. Like a lot of people are like, "Oh, I liked that as a kid, so I got it back." Like I've never stopped liking this stuff. I've always been surrounded by it, and a bit like Vic, like I was raised by a toy dealer, so I was always an antique stalls, market stalls, car boots, auctions all the time. So I've always been surrounded by it. So even when I stopped collecting, like as a kid, I had my action figures, and then when I got a bit older, I was more into like McFarlane and that kind of stuff, and Warhammer and things. But my dad, because he was a toy dealer, my house was always full of all this stuff. And then about 15 years ago, I started buying a bit of it back, and it's never stopped from there. So I've never not been on this stuff. I live this life like 24/7 non-stop. My house is like a museum. Anyone will tell you that's been around or is around me, like for any amount of time. There's never been a gap to answer the question. No.
Oh, I got loads of questions leading on for that. So, what's your favourite toy that you remember from childhood you might not own it now? And secondly, what's the best thing you've bought as an adult? And you can't say Russian Bride. Just saying.
No, I did buy a Russian Bride. My girl's from Wales, as it happens. So.
Yay!
I think. I mean, I'm well into like as you'll know, I'm into like the gross out stuff and the Mad Balls and the Toxic Crusaders. They're always ones that I put as like my favorites, even though they're not the rarest and a lot of people have them. They're the ones that I always have like the fondest memories of. And then like when you get a bit older and you find out a little bit more about where they came from with the trauma movies and that, they've got that hidden layer that even makes them a bit more weird and almost like controversial. Thinking about where like they came from with Toxic Avenger, with it being an R-rated movie and a kids show at the same time and all that kind of thing. So I'm well into that. But like one of my favorite buys ever is the Great Garloo, which you might have seen when on my Tokyo episode when I found the Great Garloo in Mandarake and left it and then went back. That's something that I'll always put as like one of my favorite toys because not only is it like a rare piece, but it's also one that like I documented getting that. It's got its whole little story of me acquiring it. Yeah.
I love it.
It's an amazing. It's not saying obviously we even see over here. You know, you'd be lucky to see one in like 3 or 4 years.
Well, I didn't know anyone else in England that has one, and then I recently spoke to Jonathan Ross on Twitter, and he's got one boxed, so he outdid me.
Nah.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen his collection. I said this other day on a podcast. I was talking to him on Twitter and I got him to send me some pictures of his collection. If you don't know, Jonathan Ross has got like the dopest like 70s toy collection, 60s and 70s. He's got like 200 Henshin and Shonen cyborgs in the box, which is like Muton over here. And he's got like all the Shogun Warriors boxed and Dune and everything. He sent me pictures. If you look at my Twitter at Theo_Kane, Cane, he sent me some pictures and I retweeted it. And he's got like the dopest collection. So I thought I never met anyone else in England that had a Great Garloo, but now he's got a boxed one. So I know there's at least 2 in England, but it's not something that there was widely sold over here.
Yeah. Well, I've got a story about the Rosses, but I think I've told you before because my old man went to school with them and I went to school with Paul Ross's
Oh, really?
daughter. Yeah.
Okay. I nearly worked on a movie with her, like randomly.
They were friends of the family. I mean, I haven't that since, but yeah, we all grew up in Leytonstone in East London. So, funny enough, Jonathan Ross, my old man, was good mates with Paul Ross, and he said Jonathan was a bit of a geek at school, like big time geek, like, you know, comic books, but he was a geeky geek, you know what I mean? So it makes sense, you know what I mean, with his toy collection. So, and he's got everything he wants now. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, and the rest.
So I have news. First of all, Mr. Tom Pizarro has joined us.
Yay, my guy.
And secondly, the bidding closed with David at £13.
Nice.
Bargain. Do you want to sell that to me, David?
Get in touch with Vic.
You had every chance in the world to buy it, and you wasn't allowed apparently. So I hope he enjoys his £13 purchase that you missed out on.
Got me out.
Right.
Well done, mate.
Show the next lot, and then we're going to show all the people at home the type of amazing work that Theo does. Let's do your lot.
Amazing in quotation marks.
Dude, I like it because to sit down and put the whole film together, then film it in different locations. This is not easy things on a. If you got £1 million, you just go, here's £1 million, fucking have it, let's do it. But you did it like by your own confession. You've done it on a bootstring. That's the whole point, and you've turned out this amazing film.
Thank you.
It's a good film, man.
It's why it took 10 years. It wasn't easy. It took many years to put together. Yeah.
Like, respect. I've never done anything as cool as that, I don't think. With the except, well, no.
All my friends that I dragged with me for 10 years, putting them through making that movie, might not say the same thing.
Richie,
he's a big toy collector. Yeah, Shane Richie. I saw him recently on a thing with a room full of toys.
Hello,
he's come down.
As my mum saying hello, just say hello.
Hey, Mrs. Hawkins.
Wicked.
Right.
Right. Are we
What
on?
we doing?
What do you want to do one now, Ann? You do one now, Ann.
I'll do one now.
Hmm.
All right, this is a Voltron board game.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
man.
this is quite sexy.
It's in English and continental.
Yeah.
Continental being French. There's your board, your battle board.
Your ball.
So, really cool. For your Lion Force. Now, these pieces are awesome. So they're all cardboard. They come in little
Oh
stands.
yeah, man.
Got your Lion
Is
Force.
it all complete, Vic? Is it all there?
Yeah, it's all complete.
Nice.
The only thing it's missing is one of these white little things that holds them up. Now,
It's not complete then, Vic. It's not complete.
Oh, I'll find you one. 99% complete, people. It's not the only Voltron piece either.
Wow, look at this guy.
Look at that, Black Lion. Got all the pilots, all the lions, and then the man himself.
Dave.
Sorry. There you go.
That's really cool, isn't it?
Comes with instructions. Again.
Yeah.
I've dropped a bit on the floor, so it's totally incomplete now. Never to be found again. That's all right. And also, you are bidding on a motorized.
Oh,
Voltron.
sick. I like
LJN.
that. LJN.
Yeah. Now, the issue with
Beauty.
this, whoever had this before, ripped the sticker off and then decided to colour it in. Look, it wasn't me.
Toy
Some
Poly
dude.
style. Fixed it.
He fixed it. So maybe, yeah, Toy Poly, I'll get him to sign it. I like Toy Poly. He's a good guy. But, yeah. Like, still on card. Card's not, not mint. There's a bit of...
I like it. I like it a lot.
It's a cute piece. Yeah, definitely.
So it's from 1984, still on the card. He walks, if you decide to open it, wind him up, walks along. Yeah, that's the little Voltron lot. And there's the piece that I dropped.
Ah, yeah, that'll do.
So, yeah, that's the Voltron lot. Do you want to put it on the big screen? I don't think the people need to see me on the big screen unless they're asking questions. As you will. I mean, this isn't your everyday board game. This isn't Snakes and Ladders. It's not Trivial Pursuit. You don't see it every week. It's a nice piece, and it looks nice displayed, as I've put in the picture. I made a bit of effort there.
It does. I can see the effort. It's not gone unnoticed. And I think that if you went in a charity shop, you saw that $5.99, you wouldn't even question it. Snatch that up straight on Instagram. Check what I just found. It's on the story. It's on the main feed, and it could be yours for as little as $5.99 starting bid.
Well, we start everything from £1, man.
Start everything from £1. Why do I keep seeing like $4.99, $5.99 and stuff coming up?
That's the postage.
Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't see that. I'm dyslexic, so I don't read good.
Sorry, Johnny. So we got the three dyslexics here: the good, the bad, the ugly. Anyway,
good evening, Joe. How are you? God bless you. Sending love to Leicester.
I'm not going to show you individually all of them, but some of them are really cool. They've got pictures on, and some of them have got weapons on.
But are they little patchy discs or are they part of the game? They're counters.
They're all in a little zip bag, so they're nicely packed when I send this. But I did check it the other day. It was all there. It's a nice displaying box as well. I think the box is cool. And obviously, little wind-up dude I love. He's really cool. I don't make toys like this. I don't give toys action figures that,
Does it spark, Vic? A lot of them old wind-ups are Japanese toys. You wind them up and they spark, like the little Godzilla and stuff.
I love the guns as well. The spark guns. So, but yeah, talking Japanese, Voltron originally was from Japan, guys. Yeah.
That's nice, that, Bab. That's
is
really
nice.
nice.
I've just noticed there is a crack in the bottom of the bubble. It's a crack. It's not
Lovely, man.
So you're not bidding on the last penny here. It's not.
Lawrence, nice lot.
Oh,
You don't see it.
how you doing, mate? Yeah, you don't see a lot of around.
Toy Planet, big up Toy Planet. I recently picked some up off that guy to help me out with a video.
Lawrence
Really
is amazing.
cool, Lawrence.
He's amazing. And go to his site, go to his Facebook. He does great prices. He's not one of
High-end
these
stuff, high quality stuff.
high quality stuff at very good price. He's not,
Yeah.
deal with a man. He's not. But yeah, hopefully we're off and running.
Theo, now it's difficult.
Monkey.
It's difficult for you to. I know you're a collector, so you might be like in love with stuff. I don't know. I know you love this Japanese stuff, but that type of thing. I mean, you got pretty good knowledge of the genre on eBay and different things and what things cost. How much do you think something like that should sell at? It's an interesting question. I like to see. Do you know what I mean? You like to have a look because I think. Like, I don't know. I think our board game's got to be 25, 30 quid.
Yeah, I suppose the way to always put it down is what would I as a collector want to pay for it if I collected Voltron? So let's say it was something like, I don't know, a Mad Balls board game, game. I'm probably going to go to 25, 30, maybe 35, depending on like how much I want it. But I suppose the board game itself, let's say £20 or anyone's money, and then the figure 10, 15, maybe even 20. On the wind-up figure. If it was something that like I really wanted myself, let's say it was a Godzilla wind-up, I wouldn't bat an eyelid at paying 20 quid for a Godzilla wind-up on the card. Nowadays, people might be telling me I'm crazy and it's worth way more, but it's got to be at least that. To me, that's at least like a 35, 40 pound lot right there.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
And like you say, it's not run-of-the-mill stuff. It's all in nice condition. It's not something you see all the time. It's not Trivial Pursuit. So... yeah, if you're into that stuff, then all day.
I just love the artwork. I think the artwork's amazing on the box and even on the card. That Voltron. I mean, I like Voltron. I've got a bit of nostalgia for it. I had it on VHS as a kid, so one of them I used to put on again and again. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I think it's one of those things, even if you're not even that too familiar with it and it wasn't something you grew up with or something, you can still look at it and it's intriguing and you can be like, yeah, man, that's cool. I didn't grow up on it, but I can fully see why someone would want that.
Yeah. You're right. I love our stuff. It's like all our futuristic stuff. They nail the future really cool. Lots of robots. We love our shit.
I used to get these on VHS, but they had like different names. They were from like a home bargain store, and they'd have stuff, and it'd be called like ski bots or cybots and things like. They'd have like weird random names on them with like a honeycomb cover on VHS, and it was all that stuff, Mazinga Z and things, but called different shit.
That's how I had it. They used to be like bright covers, and they'd just have like 2 screenshots on the front of the cover.
Yeah, that's right. It's like a honeycomb pattern on it.
Yeah. And that's where I learned about these things. And again, like Battle for the Planets, again, that was another one that I got that stuff. Because I like Theo, I like a lot of Japanese animated stuff, and I grew up with a bit of
all that Raideen, Gaiking, all that. It's all like it's all like an age of Japanese super giant robots that all came from like off the back of Gundam and things.
Yeah.
See, he knows as well. See, he knows his stuff like. I like him. I like him a lot. He's really good.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Gundam was the first one where like a human was piloting the machine. It was like a mech. Like Voltron, like there's people inside them. So there's like 2 different types. You get some that is just a cool robot that's sentient and he fights for good, and then you'll get one that's a machine that the little dudes jump in and pilot.
Yeah, well, Voltron's one of them. You got your 5 light bots.
The combiners, Power Ranger style, Super Sentai. You got the combining robots, man. I love that shit.
Do you know, I got to show it. Ladies and gentlemen, Theo's made a film. Go and buy it. It's wicked. Use the advert for it. And this is really cool.
Available.
Movie.
Now, I wouldn't be lying if I said this was only ever going to go one way. You did try. With a little bit more time, you might have pulled it off. But in this world, where your morals mean nothing, everything you've ever loved can be taken away in seconds. People like you you're always going to get swallowed up by people like me. Now I know that there's something out there. When I get it, and believe me, I will get it, you're going to condemn the day our paths ever crossed. So before I tear your entire world down around you, and you scream and beg for me to put you out of your misery, I'm going to leave you. And I will to think long and hard
about what you've made me do.
What do you think of that then?
And it says coming soon, but it's out now. That's an old
I
trailer.
know.
Yeah.
It's just such
I
an
never
epic
did an updated
trailer.
one.
I had to use it because it's such an epic trailer, man.
Thank you.
It's
You
amazing.
can see a lot of work went into that, making it with no money, just me blagging everything. Vehicles, actors,
Amazing,
locations.
man.
Thank you. I appreciate you wanting to show it.
Dude, I respect anybody who works hard and gets things done, because so many people say they're going to do stuff or don't do things well, but you've managed to do something well on a budget that was fucking bonkers, really. When you think they're not wasting, but they're spending lots of money on films, and sometimes these films are dreadful. Like, do you know what I mean? It's not how much money you spend anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wicked. Where were we?
Appreciate it.
Voltron. Right, Voltron. Bid on Voltron. Come on, this is a lovely set.
This show is like my brain. Like movies, Voltron, bedspread. It's like just constantly hitting you with something completely different. I love it. That's how my brain is.
Chris Carson is saying he loves Super Sentai. I'm an 80s. What's this one? What's Madsen saying? I'm a 2010s kid. Voltron looks like a transformer to me, and I couldn't tell the difference. Honesty. You gotta love it. I love her.
Well, what
Brilliant.
better time to do a deep dive and find out the difference and things like that? That's what I'd be doing. I'd be like, why does it look the same and it's different? I need to stay up all night watching videos and reading Wikipedia about it until I know.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's actually on YouTube. Anyone who wants to know
Thank you.
about it. I think the original Voltron movie, like the pilot for the cartoon, is on there. So anyone who wants to check that out, it should be on YouTube. Just put in Voltron. So not the modern stuff, the original. Maybe. So
Where are the live bidding? I don't see the live bidding. I just see the comments that you flick up, but I'm not on YouTube. I'm on the Steam thing.
Right.
StreamYard.
we
We
don't.
Google. We done
We let 'em- You're cute. Go on.
We done lock so that nobody can say we're being biased or like it's completely impartial. And the auctioneer just runs the auction, and it's a talk show, isn't it? It's just a talk show. They'll all be doing this soon. The thing. What was I saying? So that closed, right? You were going to cry.
I'm surprised. I don't expect them all to know what one is. Go on.
There, somebody, Kate, sell it to me. This one, ready?
Yeah. Well done, Kate. No worries, Angel. That's all right.
Nice buy. Big ups, yeah.
Done well.
That's amazing.
She's done
That's
well.
amazing. We have good stuff on this show, you know.
Yeah, it shows you got to be in it to win it. If you're not here, you're missing out. And then the people at Aria is grabbing a bargain.
Yes.
Getting the bum. We do try and help. So
It's like
it's gone to a good home. I know that.
Yeah, I'd always rather something go to a good home. That's why I give stuff away all the time rather than sell it, because I'd rather it go to someone who actually loves it.
Hey, I've done a boot fair with Tom Pizzaro earlier, and I had some figures. They ain't great figures. I just took some along, and he was like, I said, "Oh, don't worry, I'm a sucker. I'd rather a kiddie take a load and go home and play with them than have some there was some miserable old man. We called him Gollum. He goes around all the boot fairs trying to pick up games and figures. And he asked me, and I'd rather give them to that kid than sell. Do you get what I mean? I'd rather see get pleasure out of it than him going, "Well, I can put it on eBay and get whatever." You know what I mean?
I love it.
So,
But I know
I've got no respect for him. Anyway, that's not politics.
I hope he's not watching.
I don't care. If he's watching, Gollum, sort your gums out.
Ladies and gentlemen, should we do the mystery lot now?
Yeah. I want to see what the mystery lot is.
Well, it's kind of special, but to the right person.
Is it a transforming Uzi that I'm going to buy?
No. There won't be a transforming Uzi for a long time. Anyway, don't. You got me thinking about My Pet Monsters. Anyway, this is the mystery lot.
This is nice.
Now, I don't know who knows about this. I'm sure Theo probably knows what it is.
First appearance.
This is her backstory for Harley. This is Mad Love. It's an iconic comic from, I think it was 90. Oh, I should have checked before. But what's unique about this is if your name's Oscar, who I actually end up buying this off of, Paul Dini, who wrote this, has signed it. So this is authentic Paul Dini signature.
Was it from Scott's Comic and Collectibles? If not, he needs that.
No, it's not from Scott's Comics and Collectibles. I bought this probably about 8-10 years ago. I bought a collection off a guy who was moving to. He had a lot of comics and a lot of Star Wars, and this come out of his collection. His name was Oscar. Hence why. It's
sorry, I thought it said Scott. I'm dyslexic. I'm sorry, I thought it said Scott.
Oscar. So but it is signed. It is original. It is from the time. I think it's 96. I've got a feeling. This is from Batman Adventures. This is the lead on from the Batman animated series.
Yeah.
I know there was a lot of discussion whether this was canon or not at first, but yeah, this is of that era. I think it's 96. I'll open her up. There is a slight issue in the corner there on the DC mark. This isn't going to get you whatever grade of. I don't understand the grades.
I'm not.
They wouldn't get you that.
But there's no chipping or anything, is there? It's not like.
It's in good condition. It's been in the bag since I've had it pretty much. You can tell because the tape's yellow on the back.
Yeah.
So, I could take it out of the bag, but I'd rather the person who won it gets that pleasure.
And a top tip with comics: when you're going to take them out those bags, fold the tape in on itself. Because I remember when I got a comic before, forgot to take the tape off and it stuck to the paper. Fold that shit over.
So that is. They even made a figure of this set. I know you can buy it on graphic novel for $10, but who wants to do that when you can own the original first issue? So I know they done, like I say, they done a collection of figures which come in a box set with Joker and Harley, and I think it came with a graphic novel. But it is iconic. It's a really nice piece. I've put $3.99 down for the post because I want to get this out nice, safe, and secure. So I'm not making on it. I'm just sending it super post, whatever that's going to cost me. I think it's about $3.80. So. And
what issue is it? What number? Because I would think the first ever appearance of Harley Quinn was in the cartoon, weren't it? But it's got to be like one of the most earliest editions of it actually in comic form.
Yeah, this is like number one of this run.
Right.
So. Because it was like a standalone story.
Yeah.
So there wasn't like but I know it's a special one. If for you Batman people out there, and I know there's a couple, it is a nice original piece. So it looked great
in my opinion, that's Star Wars territory type product. That's a first appearance of Harley Quinn in comic will hold its value like a Star Wars vintage toy will. Some things you can guarantee money back. You can guarantee your money back. Some things you can't. This there and there. There's Annie signature, like signed. Signed.
Yeah. I'll show you the signature again.
I mean, even if it wasn't signed, it's a 30, 40 quid, 50 quid magazine comic easy. I know it is. Like, I've sold it for that type of money. So, yeah, I'm in.
Do you ever say what you'd like to get for it? Do you ever say that on here? Do you ever say what I'd like to get?
We just
do not do that.
Nah, we just balls deep, really. We just kind
just dive in.
Put it on the main screen. I don't want to see my ugly mug.
I know. Hang on now. Wait a minute, because you said this has all been a mystery to me as well until just before the auction. So I got to get a picture. I got to move it. You know what professional I am.
I think you're doing great, bro.
I mean, anyone that's interested, I got a lime flavor xenomorph this week.
Yeah, it's one of the new corpse ones.
And then it goes with the cherry flavor.
Hey, if this was D&D, you'd be the dungeon master, wouldn't you, Monkey? You're the one pulling all the strings, keeping the ship sailing, keeping the story going.
That's what we like, dude. I promise you, when we finish with this, I will take you on a little dungeon run at some point. We'll book some in. Because
I'd love to.
You will really like, dude. You'll enjoy it. You've obviously got a bit to like, like how to act and how to entertain people. So D&D is just that, man. Really.
I made it one of my things this year to learn how to play it properly. Like, I've always known a little bit about it. And then, do you know when like Kevin Smith and Michelle Rodriguez, Jack Black and all that, they were playing it in lockdown online. And I listened to someone really enjoyed it. And I thought, this year, I'm going to have a game of D&D. I'm going to learn to play properly. Something I feel like I should know.
That's amazing. Amazing. Jack Black is fantastic. I was very disappointed by Kevin Smith, how dismissive he was of the Dungeon Master. There's certain rules, and you suspend belief and stuff, don't you, to play the game. So don't be hard work, man. And he should know better. He's like king of the geeks, isn't he?
Yeah.
Talk about Kevin Smith as in Silent Bob.
Yeah, him and Silent. The one I watched, him and Silent Bob played a two-headed beast, and then I watched one where it was just him on his own, and he seemed a lot better behaved.
Oh, what he done it with Jason Mewes as well.
Yeah. They was played like a two-headed creature together in the same. It was like in lockdown of a Zoom, so them two was together as like a two-headed monster.
Oh, that's amazing. I mean, I'm rubbish with D&D. Johnny keeps trying to drag me into D&D.
I could get into it. I reckon I could get into it in the right environment with the right people, and I just let myself go, and I'd let the dungeon master take me on a journey.
It's wicked, man. It is really good. I mean, dude, don't start me. We'll do something.
I'm diverting the topic. I apologize.
That's all right. No, I can't wait. I got a plan.
Batman comic.
What I wanted to talk about, you were comics. So you said you like the Mad Bulls and all that. But is there like, when you can't, the artwork in DC and Marvel is standard pop art in lots of ways. So you've obviously got different styles because you've got like a Japanese style in there. But when it comes to the Marvel art and the DC art, is there like favorites in there? Is there ways you kind of, without being funny, lean?
I mean, like, well, one of my favorite artists ever is Greg Staples, and then I got him to paint the movie poster for my movie. After that, like, I met him and made friends with him, and then he painted the poster art for Unit 11. So Greg Staples is always one that comes to me. There's some guys like some more modern dudes like Nick Bradshaw and stuff, but I love like the old. I know he gets a lot of flack, but I love the old Rob Liefeld stuff. I love Todd McFarlane, but I love Bisley. I love Simon Bisley's covers and things. Everything about the page, everything about the art on the page looks like it could rip your head off. Even the tree in the background looks like it's on steroids and stuff. Like, I love his artwork. My favorite run is like Jason versus Leatherface, and I covered him on my YouTube channel. And he did the covers on them, and I think they're my favorite comic book covers of all time. Jason versus Leatherface by Simon Bisley. Really I love that. Really I could talk comics all night. Like, that's something I'm really into.
See, that's why I think we meet a lot of toy dealers. So over like the weeks we've done it this season, it's kind of like we've had Leicester Vintage Toys, we've had other dealers on and different stuff, which is brilliant. But you were kind of different again because you were like, you're a pop culturist, so like you collect it and you want to see how much knowledge you can consume at the same time. It's not just
absolutely, yeah.
You know? Well,
I was always like it with that VHS because I'm a big VHS collector as well as a kid. I couldn't just find a movie and watch it. I'd have to find every movie in that franchise, everything that director made. I want to know the director, who he is, what his first film was, who did the effects, who painted the cover. I've always been like super nerdy when it comes to that kind of thing.
I actually thought of you today at the boot fair, but they wanted too much. Well, my Juclaw weren't stretching that far. I saw a copy of X Rental of Demons 3. You know, the Demons.
All
movie.
right, yeah. Ironically, I think that's the one that I don't have on a big box as well. I think that I got that on like a cardboard sleeve, so it doesn't ever look nice in the set. That would have been a nice little pickup for me that today.
I'll have to contact the geezer. His name's Barry. He's been all right to me. I know him. If he's still got it, I'll see. It's just he wanted a £5 for it, and I was like,
a £5? That's that'd have been a £5. A £5 for your boy. He's priceless.
I'm at a boot fair, man. You know, I'm in boot fair mode. I'm not in collector mode. I'm in like £2 at the most. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't think nothing about picking up a present for my friend for a £5 if I know it's something that I know they would really like, even if they already had it.
I didn't have it, did I? So you know,
it's okay. Next time.
I love you, I love you, Pear. You're funny. You make me laugh. It's good, man. No, it's good. It's entertaining. I love it. I'm just looking at the auction here. They like this one, Vic. They know it's his quality, man.
That's quality as well. But
I like that. That's a nice find today.
I'm over the moon with him. He's from the moon, so it's amazing.
I was just going to say, ironically, it looks like he'd live on the moon. So.
Put your back up.
You wind up tin robot.
Put your back up. Put the guy back up. Show me the.
Show the effing robot.
Cool, and then you've like.
Oh, what this guy?
This one. Yeah. That one. And it works. I love it.
So wholesome. I love tin wind-up stuff. My favourite robots are plastic robots, but I always got love for the tin men.
Yeah, man. I like robots. Should have been the few. I don't like them.
Oh, look at him. He's off in his movies now. Love it.
I'm saying I don't like these robots. Look.
Classic. Yeah, my mum, I remember her queuing up like 5 a.m. to get my sister a Furby, and the guy behind her sold his for like $5,000, and it was in the paper. It was like that Turbo Man of the year, weren't it, when they came out? They were really hard to get.
It was. Funny enough, I was saying that earlier to Johnny, because something else I picked up today, which I'm not going to show off, was a BB-8 Sphero. And
okay.
That was quite a year at the time when The Force Awakens came out. I remember being such a naughty
Everybody
hustler.
wanted him.
Yeah, I was on the stall in Greenwich, and I managed to get hold of a couple, and I made myself a bit of money on them at the time. And they don't go for that sort of money anymore. But it's still a really cool toy. It's an awesome thing. So
I think there was this massive hype when the new Star Wars films came out. Everyone was so up for it, and then when it wasn't quite what a lot of people thought, they were all like, do you know what? Maybe I'm not as into this thing as I thought I were.
Exactly. So I don't blame them.
You told me that. Go on.
Anyway, are we still bidding, or is it?
Yeah, the bid's still going.
Oh, okay.
Dad.
This one's hot.
A Grogu.
Ooh, nice. Check it. 49. Beautiful.
Nice one, mate. I'll get that out to you in the next couple of days.
Maybe next time he sees a VHS for £5, he'll get it me now that he has some money.
Listen, man, it was early, and I'd already picked up my Tim robot and my BB-8, and I was like, I need some change in case someone wants to actually buy something off me. And when I went back, the guy had fled because he was a walk-in. But I know him. His name's Barry, and if he's got it, I'll get it off him. So,
wow,
wicked buy.
Love it.
That was
fantastic.
Well done, Michael. Sorry, I'm getting grilled by Theo for not picking up an X rental.
And the face that he had on when he only made £10 on his Voltron has been changed now to smiles of his comic sale.
Fantastic.
Oh, I like this. This is a bit of me, this monkey. I like this. I love the Kenners. 90s Kenners, love it. I've got one myself. If I didn't have one myself, I'd be on this bid as well. I did a YouTube episode all about the Kenner Terminators, and that's a nice piece.
I love your videos. Right, hang on a minute, because we'll talk about your videos in a minute now. Right, so Terminator Vehicle, right, mobile assault. It's there, looks like there's no figure inside, but it is sealed all the way around. It's sealed. It's got storage with it's got a bit of cell tape up here, but
has it ever been opened? Is it,
No,
is it sealed? It's sealed. Wicked.
So yeah, so that's, I don't know what, like, you can talk about the artwork. We're going to do all that, so I don't want to say too much. So all I'm really going to do is I'm going to share the screen and then see what you boys think, because I know Mr. Theo must be a Terminator.
Yeah, I love this piece. Well, the beautiful thing about the Kenners, they're all so crazy. Like there's all stuff in these that never featured in a movie. At no point in Terminator 2 or in any of the expanded lore or anything do we see anyone in like a custom T-800 car with a bazooka on the side and a mask that fits on his face that looks like some kind of cyber predator. Everything about it's so awesome. I love this thing. And I say, if you watch my YouTube, you'll see me. I filmed some really cinematic shots of it with like a fire behind it, and I lit sparklers in front, so it had slow motion sparks. I got a lot of love for this toy. I think that this is, for me, this is the lot of the night.
It's an amazing piece. Do love the Kenner. He's selling it better than me and you could ever sell it, mate.
Yeah, man, let him. I think he knows his shit, so it's fine in there. It's not like he's chatting bollocks.
Am I allowed to throw a bid in there just to get the ball rolling?
I need to look at the auctioneer. I don't know if that's allowed.
Yeah.
He can, but he'll have to be quick because it's flying off.
If it's flying off, that's all right. I don't need to. I was just going to throw a number in there to get the ball rolling, but it seems like it's rolling anyway.
I tell you what. Let's play game. What's the number you would have thrown if I was at a toy fair on the side?
Oh, but that's a different question. I'm just saying I was just gonna if I was seeing it at a toy fair nowadays, I wouldn't even ask because I know it would be too much that I wanted to pay because I know that from when I go to toy fairs now. Anything I ask about, it's way more. But I was just gonna throw down a. I was just going to throw down a little number just to get it rolling. But it seems like I don't need to, so I'll keep my mouth shut and I'll let the auction play out.
All that about toy fairs, he's lying to you people. Ignore him, yeah? He got a dope My Pet Monster football monster for a bargain. Made me cry.
It was a nice price, but it wasn't a bargain. It was like the top limit I wanted to spend that day on a piece. I just really wanted it.
And then he went to me and he put a balaclava on and got one of his northern chivs out and persuaded me to do a RoboCop mint pack for a bargain. I don't know what I sold it to you for, but I know it was a good deal.
It was a bargain. I was very happy. Yeah, this is the lot of the night, and I know that looks like a photo, but if you look really closely on this box when you win it, it's actually a drawing. It's pencil sketched and painted, airbrushed and stuff. It's a really nice piece. Kenner were just pumping out some gold at that time. The aliens, the predators, the Terminators, all that stuff. You cannot go wrong with these things.
I think these things are going to appreciate a lot more in the next few years as well, especially all them lines you just named, all the Fox lines, as I like to call them, because they're all produced by Fox, at the time, because they shouldn't have been around. Kids shouldn't have been playing with Terminators and Predators and Aliens.
Which is the beauty of it, because these are like movies that are 15s, 18s, but these are like marketed to 4 and up. What's it say? Yeah, 4 and up on the box. So I love it. They made me the man I am today, all this stuff.
Yeah, it's great stuff. And we're glad you're the man that you are today. So
yeah, man, quite right. So Theo, what are you doing? Like, I don't mean like what are you doing tomorrow for having for breakfast?
Do you want to hang out? Are you
doing D&D? Oh, well, I think I'm trying to say, like, moving forward, what have you got planned? Are you, because like I know you're always doing stuff. I know you're making great videos. But I know you can never give too much away because you never, like, I don't know, But what are you kind of doing next?
Well, the
How much
reason I
can
never
you
want to
tell
give too much away is because I hate being that guy that's like, oh, Theo just talks about this thing he's doing and I'm yet to see it. So
That's
that's
why
why
you-
I don't. Yeah. But I mean, so YouTube wise, like I'm hammering the YouTube hard this year. You might have noticed that if you've followed my channel for a while, you'll know that there's sometimes big gaps when I'm working on things. But like I wanted to hit the ground running in 2022. So I'm like hammering the YouTube at the minute. I'm also working on my second film, which is a short. It's not a full feature, but when you watch it, it will feel like you've watched a feature because it's that epic. And Vic actually helped me out with some props for that movie. He come across some props that I needed that were very of the period, and he sorted me out a nice deal on them. So I've got 1 day left shooting on that, and then I'm gonna like do my final edit and see if I need to get any pickups and stuff. So yeah, I got lots going on. I'm gonna be I don't need to announce it right now, but I'm gonna be doing something that everyone can see next month. It's not a case of whether I want to. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it right now, but I might be on something that everyone can watch soon from the comfort of their own home. But that's out next month, so I can't say anything about it. I've got lots going on.
Social media, isn't it? Look, keep a watch out through social
Yeah.
media.
If you follow me on Instagram, like I'm a fiend for like constantly posting stuff. So I've got like some really cool stuff happening in the next couple of months that I can't. It's not like I say. It's not a case of like I don't want to announce it yet. I'm not. I don't know if I'm allowed. You're supposed to get an email when you're allowed to talk about this stuff, and I haven't had that yet.
Yeah.
So let's not get me in trouble.
I'm excited.
I'm excited. Well, I might be excited when I see it back. I don't know. I'm anxious.
I'm excited for your next. Well, is it a show or a film? What you've done? I'm looking forward to that because
I've made a western, so I'm just finishing this fantasy western that we spent like not 2 years filming, but on and off, just because we started it and then lockdown happened and it was going to have an American actor in it. It was my friend, and then when he couldn't come over, we changed it to an Irish actor and had to change things up a little bit, and it put like a big spanner in the works. If that wasn't a thing, we'd have finished it already. But that'll be out this year as well. That movie. I don't know in what form, whether it'll be festivals or whatever first, or some kind of online service. But that's the next movie I'm working on. Because as much as I love toys and stuff, like movies is where my heart is in terms of like what I want to create as my ultimate like form of artistic expression, if that makes sense. Which it probably does.
Yeah, man, it does.
Mate, I mean, like you covering two genres that I love: post-apocalyptic. You've done, and you know how much I love westerns. Hence, Fistful of Collectibles.
Yeah. I think that's something that we have a lot in common. I think when it comes to westerns, I think even if we disagreed on everything in the world, we'd always show our mutual appreciation, and we'd come back for the love of the western.
Exactly. So good stuff, man.
So next week, I don't know. We got a guest next week as well, haven't we? Who said
Secret guest.
We got a guest next week.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
we have.
he's-
Yeah.
He's worked with Theo.
I was going to say, I think them two actually done some work together, possibly. So.
Are you saying who it is? Do I get to know?
Yeah. Go for it, Johnny.
Do you know Jed?
Yeah, Jed from Greenwich.
Yeah, Jed from Greenwich, who used to buy off me.
Yeah, we just worked on a project together. Well, we're still halfway through it. We yet to do the rest of it, but yeah, we've been working on a PlayStation game in London, me and Jed. So that's awesome that you're getting him on. In fact, when I met Jed, me and him after we'd done filming and stuff, we went round the Greenwich markets and things, and you came up in conversation, Monkey, about that toy store, and we were like, oh, we both know this guy. I think he knew him better. He knows you better than I did. But yeah, he had nothing but nice things to say about you in your shop.
Just come in and ruin, like, just come in a bit tipsy looking for VHS horror films. I love it. It's like, yeah. So, yeah, that's what we got next week. Now, ladies and gentlemen, right? I'm going to try and put on this YouTube video and everything, all of Theo's details. Follow him, like him, give him some money through Patreon and all that stuff. Support everything he's doing, because we need to support creative people. Because we need creative people around to make us smile or shit our knickers, one of the two. When the things are scary, because it was a bit scary, the apocalypse. So.
Jed's stuff's way more scary. He's much more on the horror tip. He'll make you shit your knickers and I'll make you smile.
Somebody's getting a bargain by LMVEC last bid of the night. No?
Oh, that's again giving away our goods.
I'm waiting to see. So, yes, ladies and gentlemen, please follow everything Mr. Theo Kane is doing. Vic?
I'm hoping Theo's going to be doing something with barbarians or like fantasy medieval or something because I've got a wicked prop axe I picked up at the weekend.
I thought you were going to donate yourself as like an angry dwarf.
We can't all be 6'4" like you. Ah.
Sorry,
Oh,
what you're donating? A sword?
I'm not donating nothing. I'm saying like I've got a wonderful axe that looked great in a movie.
Okay. Who knows? I love Conan. That's another one of my favorites. Barbarians might be next. Oh, he's gone 7:30. We've come to the end of the show.
We've gone over.
We're finishing now.
Wow.
So that's just closed at 31 quid.
Nice price.
That is a good price.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for putting up with us. I have to go and play some Deep Dungeons and Dragons. Theo, thank you.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
You're brilliant. Go and support the man. He's wicked.
Because after the show, I know you got to go
for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, stick around for a bit, and
the quest must wait 5 minutes.
Yeah, can do. Ladies and gentlemen, see you all next week.
See you next week. We got
Monkey's Emporium, the coolest vintage toy shop in the universe.